everybody, and welcome to another episode of EventsLife. Our event for today is an international event. This is the FIVB Volleyball Men's World Championship Philippines 2025 Drawing of Lots. The drawing of lots will determine who will go head-to-head in the group stage of the competition. In 2022, two countries hosted this event, Poland and Slovenia. But for the FIVB Volleyball Men's World Championship 2025, the Philippines is the solo host. This is the first time in Southeast Asia and is the biggest with 32 countries participating. So let's take a look at how we prepared and executed this international event. Our venue for this event is the Solaire Grand Ballroom. And as you can see behind me is our main stage. It is designed by Sir Enzo Pizarro, one of the leading stage designers and fabricators here in the Philippines. And his inspiration is the volleyball ball. For this event, there are two show teams. One is the Drawing of Lots team, and another one is the Creativity Department team. The Creativity Show team is in charge of all the talents, rehearsals, and the execution of the entertainment part of the program, while the Drawing of Lots show team is in charge of the protocol of the program.
Bawasan ng konti.
Yes, kaya.
Kasi yung challenge ko lang dito, lalagyan mo ng doon yung camera doon na look here.
Right now, I am with the creative director of the entertainment part of the program, Director Mark. So, Direk Mark, shout out ka muna.
Oy, good evening. Maraming salamat sa pagsama sa akin dito at sa mga nanonood at subscribers ni Direk Aki.
Okay, so Direk Mark, question ko lang po sa inyo. How does it feel to be part of an event like this, an international event?
It's amazing, but as you know in our work, it's like any other event. You just need to do your job, be there, be present, be diligent.
Yeah, and then I understand it takes a whole community to do what you did. How did you guys prepare for this event?
We did everything from the ground up. This was established from concept up until execution, up until rehearsals. We stayed true to what the message we want to say is that the Philippines is really a country welcoming the gaming community, the international sports community for us to show the world na ito talaga yung perfect venue for such sporting events.
And we're really proud, no, to be.
Yes, very proud.
And lastly na lang, Direk Mark, so what is your advice to those who would want to be part of the event industry or to be, specifically to be a director like you?
You know what? People think kasi that it's a difficult industry to get into, but I suggest you start from the ground up. Most of us started as production assistants, as runners. You just need to be involved, contact agencies, enter them after college, enter them as interns, and then just work your way towards doing what you want. If it's directing, if it's stage design, if it's stage management, there are varying types of jobs that you can do in this industry. So it's just do it now.
Once again, the creative director of our event, Direk Mark.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay, ready? Let's go. It's time to spike up the energy. Let's get physical with Nicole Ascenso.
Check. 1, 2, sound. 1. All right.
Right now, I am with our director for camera, Direk Nico. So, Direk Nico, shout out ka muna.
Hello po. Shout out sa vlog ni Direk Aki. Thank you for privilege to be part of this vlog, Direk.
Okay, so Direk Nico, first question lang, no? So, how did you, can you briefly tell us, how did you start sa industriya?
Actually po, since 2004, I started in PBA pa po. Production assistant pa lang po ako noon. Tapos, unti-unti, mostly po sa sports coverage po talaga. PBA, tapos volleyball, boxing, football, halos lahat ng sports naman po na nako-cover dito sa Pilipinas. Ano naman po, swerte po na-experience ko na naman po na naging director na po ako dun. Yun po.
Okay, so again, as you mentioned, no, more on your forte is more on sa mga sports, diba? Alam natin, iba yung atake niyan sa normal lang
Yes,
na
opo.
pag-TTD for camera.
Yes.
So, can you tell us, ano yung mga like challenges no, sa pagdidirect ng mga ganyang event?
Yes po. Ang pinaka-challenges lang po dito kasi lahat po ng blockings nakaset po. Di katulad sa pag nag-cover ka ng sports is lahat po real time, live. Tapos po, hindi mo alam kung, siyempre alam mo yung placing ng mga cameras mo, pero hindi mo alam kung saan pupunta yung mga subjects mo. It's more of ano lang po talaga, yung execution lang po, tsaka yung blocking na dapat po alam natin kung ano yung maganda sa itsura ng camera. And dapat po hindi nakikita yung kung ano man po yung dapat hindi makita. Na katulad po kanina direct, in-adjust natin yung mga camera placings po natin. And importante po din po dito yung yung coordination po with the live director and ako po yung sa as a camera director po. Okay. Yun po.
So dapat talaga yung communication is fluid, no? Walang miscom, ika nga. Okay, last question na lang po, Direk Nico. So, can you give us some advice for those who want to go to this kind of industry, specifically to your kind of line of work?
Ako po, medyo mahirap po, pero sa mga aspiring to be directors like us po, gains a lot of experience po. Kung talaga pong gusto nyong nandito sa field na to, mag-aral po kayo, mag-observe, lalo na kung kunyari ang unang yung trabaho is mga PA, dyan po lahat nagsistart yan eh. If you have the skill eventually and if you have the passion to do this job, this kind of job po, yun po, dapat po meron lang po kayong urge na ma-reach yung goal na yung gantong klaseng na work. Pero it's sobrang pong pressure lang po. And dapat yung dedicated lang po kayo talaga sa trabaho nyo. And tapos more of presence of mind po kasi mabilis yung nangyayari sa event po usually. Ganun po lang.
And to give you an idea guys, gaano kahirap yung work ni Direk Nico, no? So once he gives the cue, wala lang atrasan yon. It's live, so I guess it really helps to start from the bottom, no? From PA, lineman, everything, because it gives you the experience and knowledge to give those 1 second decisions. So, Direk Nico, thank you for your time. We're about to start our last rehearsal.
Okay.
So, I leave you to your work. Thank you, Direk Nico.
Thank you po, Direk. Salamat din po.
Championships 2025, just a year away, which sounds like a long time. Is very, very close indeed. Let's introduce the distinguished draw assistants. Our next draw assistant is the captain of the Netherlands national team. He is opposite for the Wolf Dogs of Nagoya. Please welcome Nimir Abdel-Aziz.
And finally, we have FIVB ambassador and former player of Team Thailand, Nootsara Tomkom.
Now, with those #1 seeds in place, it's time to place the teams in H pool, starting with the teams ranked 25th to 32nd in the qualified list. These are those teams.
Tine Urnaut will be drawing the teams one by one, and they will be placed in each pool, starting from Pool H to Pool A. Tine, please draw the first team to be placed in Pool H.
Romania, four-time World Championship medalists. They've qualified for their first World Championships since 1982. Pool G, please, Tina.
Our segment cues.
Yeah, okay. So
you want to remove them?
No, leave them in. But just if we can change the colour, because it's difficult to.
You want it to be in italic?
Change the color.
We'll work it out. And also, a couple of people walk by.
Yeah.
As long as they don't, if they do that on the night, I'll just run off the stage and kick them so hard.
Okay, in about 10 minutes to open the doors to our guests. But right now, sitting beside me is the director who is heading the creative and entertainment part of the program, Direk Michael.
Actually, I want to say that I'm not really the singular creative energy in our team. We actually work as equals, we all collaborate. And I have a show director that actually is driving the energy of this show, si Mark Dalacat.
Direk Michael, first question. No? So, how did you start in this kind of work?
Mahabang kwente. I started in 1982-83. I thought of myself more as a singer, and a friend of mine asked me to audition for Repertory Philippines, which is one of the two theater companies that was prevalent at the time, the other being Philippine Educational Theater Association, or PETA. I went, then I auditioned, and then they turned me down. I auditioned again, they turned me down again. On the third time, sabi ko sa pianista, ma'am, wag mo na kayong play, a cappella na lang ako. And then they let me finish my song. And that's how I basically got in. And I was mentored by Zenaida Amador and Baby Barredo. And matigas kasi ulo ko eh. Kaya I have to keep trying. So that was my... what I think got me in was they said, oh, this guy's gonna try hard. And that's how I began.
Direk Michael, so having like 4 decades of experience, what would you say are some of the big challenges that you face every time you do a show?
There are 2 ways I could answer that question. One is the personal one, right? Because we all have our challenges. There's the economic challenge of an artist. Always needing to find work because ideals are great to have, but you have to have work to put food on your table. So that's when I was younger, that was the initial challenge. And then also the other challenge is the industry. In the early 80s, industry wasn't quite an industry yet. Not very many people had training. Kami, we scamper to find where we can get workshops, where we can get educated, what books to read. Which is quite different now. Now, a lot of the performers now in the industry are very professional. They're educated, they're trained. They've gone to see shows, they watch each other's shows. So the challenges now are different. The challenges now are becoming more like the challenges you would encounter in a Western country where medyo dog-eat-dog na. It's kailangan talaga magaling ka. You need to bring it. Kasi madaming magaling eh. Ang mga Pinoy ang gagaling pa naman kumanta. So if you want to be in a musical, dami kang kakompetensya kasi ang daming magagaling.
Correct.
At marami rin magagaling umarte. And marami rin magagaling mag-direct, gumawa ng production. So the challenges now are different.
You explained almost how you should be to last long in this industry. How would you describe the people that you work with in the industry?
The theater people are good people. They're open-hearted. They have their issues. Merong mga na-insecure, merong malalakas ang loob. Parang ordinaryong tao lang sila, di ba? They're like everybody else. And the experience that I had working in London about actors is that pareho din sila. Katulad din natin sila dito. They all have the same fears, the same concerns. We're all like one group of people. I love the people that I work with. I love them for their flaws. I love them for their greatness. I love them for their challenges. And I learn from them. And I just hope I can continue working with all these people that I'm with right now.
Okay, so last piece of advice na lang, Direk, to people who want to be in this industry.
If you're sure, go into it. Keep your eyes wide open. Learn the most that you can. Work with as many people as you can. Get as much training as you can. Be a triple threat or more. Learn to dance, sing, and act. Learn about the backstage. Learn about production so you know what it takes.
amazing and very insightful advices from Direk Michael. So again, Direk, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Netherlands, Ukraine, and Iran. Is that correct?
Right now, I am with the host of our event. He is a host commentator for the Nations League, the Olympics and Paralympics, Dave Rogers. So Dave.
Hello.
Hi, just a couple of questions before we start the program. Briefly, can you tell us how you started in this kind of line of work?
It was a complete accident, but the most fortunate accident of my entire life. So before I worked in sport, I was a musician, and like a lot of musicians, I had to work in a pub as well because I wasn't making enough money doing music. And a friend of a friend needed a favour, and he needed an announcer for a school volleyball tournament in England, and I had never, ever in my life seen volleyball before. And I turned up, and I was terrible, but I loved it. And they needed someone the next day, so I came back, and then kept coming back, and here we are. So immediately fell in love with volleyball. Thankfully, some people gave me some opportunities, and it means I get to come here and chat to people like you, and come to places like this, and I'm very, very lucky, and I love it so much.
You've been doing this kind of work for a long time now. Can you tell us some of the hurdles or challenges as a host or as a commentator?
When you say hurdles or challenges, it makes it sound like it's really hard work, and it is hard work because you work a lot of evenings and weekends when other people are out having fun. But also, like, it's not hard work like working on a building site or working outside in the cold. In terms of the challenges, it's knowing whether or not you've done a good job, because I can think I've done a good job, but maybe somebody watching at home might think I don't like this guy, and that's just something you've got to put up with. And I suppose the evidence of whether or not you're doing a good job is if people invite you back to come back. So far, so good. But that's the kind of thing that keeps you honest. Like, I love meeting new people and going new places and telling the stories about the great countries we're in or the great athletes that are out there on the court. So really making sure that what I'm saying and the image that I'm portraying, whether it's of volleyball world or another sport, is the right image, and making sure that you get that right is probably the one thing that I really, really need to concentrate on.
Thank you for that. Dave, lastly, I know there's a lot of people out there who would kind of like to do what you're doing. So what would be your piece of advice to them?
Be patient with yourself, because sometimes it happens straight away, sometimes it takes a little while, but as long as you know that you're doing the right things, so as long as you're being well prepared, you're taking any opportunity that comes to you. So right now I work in volleyball a lot and I work in rugby a lot, and those are the two sports that I love, the two sports that I work in, but I have done so many different things in so many different places. If anybody gives you any opportunity anywhere at any time, make yourself available and do it. If you're not sure, say yes, then work out how you're going to do it. Ask for some advice. People will help you. People love to help you, and that's one of the things that I've found here. It's the first time that I've ever been to Philippines. Everybody has worked so hard to make sure that I feel welcome, and as a result, hopefully I repay you by doing a great job. Fingers crossed, maybe.
Okay, so again, Dave, thank you very much. We will see you again next year.
So.
Yeah,
I hope so.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our host, Dave Rogers.
And we just learned one to live all the efforts for this event. Without you, Father, we are nothing.
Okay, so for this event, the agency handling the show is Niche Play Integrated Media Incorporated. Hi naman kayo dyan, guys. Headed by, of course, Sir Mike and Miss Jean. And yeah.
drawing of lots for the FIVB Volleyball Men's World Championship 2025 will begin in 5 minutes.
FIVB General Director Fabio Acevedo, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, FIVB Volleyball World officials, ladies and gentlemen, friends, colleagues of global volleyball family, good evening and welcome to this historic moment of Philippine volleyball and Philippine sports.
And for Pool F, you may now start the draw.
Who are back for the first time since 1982, but they have won 4 World Championship medals in the past.
Nimir Abdel-Aziz will be drawing the teams one by one, and they will be placed in each pool, starting from Pool A to Pool H. So Nimir, please draw the first team to be placed in Pool A.
Egypt, the African champions. They won it for the night time in 2023, and of course were Paris Olympians as well.
Nootsara Tomkom will be drawing the teams one by one, and they will be placed in each pool, starting from Pool H to Pool A. Nootsara, please draw the first teams to be placed in Pool H.
Nootsara has the balls here, but I'm watching Nimir. Serbia, the first out, the Paris Olympians. Their last World Championship medal was a bronze in 2010. They are in Pool H. Who will be in Pool G?
Forward to the non-stop volleyball action happening next year again on September 12 to 28 in 2 historic venues, Net Coliseum and the Mall of Asia Arena.
I can't wait. We've not heard from these guys. Are you guys looking forward to it as well? Yeah! Good. Thank goodness for that. I can't wait to immerse myself in every single game and feel that infectious energy, that unique energy of the volleyball fans here in the Philippines.
Let us all welcome Senator Alan Peter Cayetano.
The countdown to the first serve at the opening game has officially begun.
All draw results are now available on volleyball.world, and more information about the FIVB Volleyball Men's World Championship 2025 will be coming up, so make sure to follow Volleyball World on socials to keep updated. Now, Dave, okay. Since we will be seeing you again next year, I keep saying that all throughout the show, I think it is only right this early to teach you a Filipino phrase. Are you up for it?
I am up for it, but before that, all the bosses are in the room tonight, so you keep saying it. Hopefully they'll listen, and I'll be back. Yes, I'm a little nervous.
Don't be. It's just gonna be. We're gonna keep it simple. We have an expression here in the Philippines that loosely translates to giving it your all, or it can also mean hit it, like what you do when you spike the ball or you serve it. The phrase is called hataw na.
Okay.
So you say it enthusiastically, you say it with pure energy.
Okay.
Are you ready to say it with me?
Can you say it one more time?
Hataw na.
Okay, alright, let's do it.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, hataw na! Perfect, amazing. And that is also how we will end tonight's drawing of lots and kickstart the 1-year countdown to the FIVB Volleyball Men's World Championship Philippines 2025 with pure energy.
Thank you very much for joining us, whether you've been in the room or watching at home. The countdown is on. I've been Dave Rogers.
And I'm Denise Sam, leaving you with the man himself, Mr. Pure Energy, Mr. Gary Valenciano.
I want to find out that my fellow men, my fellow Filipinos are right here. There's a beat that you hear, so can I see those hands go together like this? That's it. Sabay, sumama ka, sige lang, sige. Oh, hataw na. Wag kang mapalo, hataw ka na. Oh, ako ikaw. Hataw na. Oh, nagkaganyan, ang lahat ko matalaw, kaya hataw na.
That wraps up the FIVB Volleyball Men's World Championship 2025 Drawing of Lots. See you again for another episode of EventsLife.